Well, you know what? Let's replace another one. Really, what I probably, you know what? I probably should save it once I have the bullet and I've loaded the gun and everything. That's probably what I should do. Because I can't imagine I would proceed any differently at the crime scene. Then once we have the loaded gun, maybe instead of going right to the attic, we try to find Rudy somewhere else. With, oh wait, I just put search body. Okay, and then we get the skeleton key. Okay, so that gets us to the attic, but we don't want to go to the attic, so... Alright, now I'm going to save. 215. Alright, so now we only have, I guess, limited time, right? So... Can we go with Celine and do some voodoo or something? Okay, she's not opening the door. What if we got Beauregard to help us? Just looking for any allies I can. You hear scuffling upstairs. Okay. Actually, should we take the elevator? Let me see if I can take the elevator. So probably, yeah, you have a limited time to find where they originally... damn it, I can't take the elevator. So I took too long, like, wandering around before. So I never got that scuffling upstairs dialogue box. You hear scuffling further upstairs. Can I arrive there in time? Oh yeah, maybe I arrive there in time and just shoot him. Maybe that's all that has to happen. Come on, go upstairs. Okay, the door's open. I didn't even need to use the skeleton. Come on, go in. Oh no! Colonel Dijon and Rudy are in the midst of a fierce struggle. You see a hypodermic needle between them, and it's impossible to tell which of the two men is the aggressor. This is indeed a dangerous situation. Okay, so we have to decide who we want to shoot. I kind of want to shoot Rudy. I kind of want to shoot Rudy just because all the evidence pointed to the colonel anyway. He had a lot to hide, so obviously if we choose the wrong person, we can always do it later, but let's just try it. Oh wait, no, I wanted to shoot the colonel. I made the own reasoning and I said, why did I want to shoot Rudy? You have shot and wounded Rudy. That was a mistake. Probably. Let's see what happens now.
Thank you, young lady, or Laura. That was some mighty fine shooting, for a gal. I guess I owe you my life, don't I? Why, my nephew was trying to kill me with poison in one of Wilbur's hypodermic needles. Oh, it's terrible what's been happening here tonight. I invite everyone here to tell them about my will, and they end up killing each other over it. Truthfully, I was keeping my eye on everyone in the house tonight, or so I thought. I didn't see any of the murders. It wasn't until I met Rudy in my bedroom that he told me what had happened. I couldn't believe it.
Well, how did Rudy know?
He told me that my niece Lillian had finally gone totally berserk, and out of her crazy jealousy was killing everyone that she thought had gotten between her and me. She managed to just about murder everyone till she attacked Rudy with my derringer. Rudy managed to wrestle that gun from her and in self-defense killed her instead. My nephew, seeing as how everyone else was already dead, decided to finish the job by killing me with a hypodermic needle and say I died of a heart attack induced by the terrible deeds that my niece had done. I can't stand much more of this. Laura, please find Sally and tell her to fire one of the signal rockets that we use to summon help in emergencies.
So maybe that was? Yeah. Oh, that was the good ending. The next morning,
I somehow knew that one day Rudy would something by the law. You've been a loyal servant to me for many years, Sally, and both Beauregard and Blaze trust you.
Oh, maybe we have to make friends with Sally to get the horse.
I've decided to leave all my money to you, provided you take care of my animals for the rest of their lives.
Of course, sir. I can't think of nothing else I'd rather do. Thank you, sir.
You know, Beauregard, people are funny creatures. They're greedy, they're rude, they're selfish. That's why we live way out here, to get away from them. But we couldn't get away from them completely, could we, boy? No, not completely. But everything will be okay now. The end.
Apparently Laura Bow doesn't figure into the end at all. Okay, so we're still at season PI, but I think that was the good ending, right? I think that was. Yeah, so we have to befriend Sally to get, I think, to the horse. That was another good clue. So that is the good ending. Alright, so after 12 hours and 8 minutes, the Colonel's Bequest has been given, and Sally is our winner. She gets everything for taking care of animals. The two bad endings are the same. Oh yeah, so I guess if we killed... Yeah, if we had killed Rudy, right? Or I'm sorry, if we'd killed the Colonel, Henri. That would have been the other one, yeah. So we should definitely try that. I want to try that, just to see what happens. Yeah, mistyped name. That's pretty bad, isn't it? I mean, he was the most suspicious, but yeah. Interesting, so it was Rudy all along. Well, actually no, it was Lily for most of the murders, right? And then, Lillian. Okay, so, yeah, very interesting game. I mean, as I said before, as we head to our Hall of Adventure, I will be... I think, after we do the raffle and the showdown, for those of you folks who are interested, you can stick around. First I'm gonna see what happens. It looks like the same ending, but I just want to see it. What would happen if we had shot Henri instead of Rudy. And then probably tomorrow, during the stream tomorrow, I want to actually play this again, another playthrough, sort of unofficially, off quest, if you will, just to try to get that lantern from the horse. And they gave a little bit of a clue there at the end there that the horse trusts Sally. So I think Sally is the key to getting the lantern and getting Blaze the help. So that's what I'm probably going to do tomorrow. But thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt, for the pick. Well, I guess what was it? Ghost had originally made the pick, but then traded it with Matt. So thank you both to Ghost and Matt. Let's say that you both kind of were responsible for that. It was a lot of fun. That's fun. Certainly not. I still think not up to the standards of Dagger of Amun-Ra, the sequel. Because, with 3 more years, and as Matt probably found out through playing Act 1 of Amun-Ra today, there's a little bit more with Amun-Ra, more interaction with characters, and I don't know, I think it just felt like a lot more in-depth and engaging game from a plot perspective. So I think this was certainly a really good game, but I think they took it even a step further. They revved on it in all the good ways you'd want to see them do for Amun-Ra and made it even better. You think it's better than Amun-Ra so far? Well, you know, Matt, you're early on. You'll have to see. But anyway, game number 35, the Colonel's Bequest, is now complete.